Hey, it's Cam with the West Central Montana Avalanche Center. We're in the Bitterroot on a northwest aspect at 7,200 feet. At the snow surface, we've got about 3 to 4 inches of near surface facets that formed during the last week of high pressure during the cold nights and cool days. These are some very small, angular, dry snow crystals. As we put a new load of snow on top of these this weekend, potential for some failures at this interface. As far as the rest of the snowpack goes, we're seeing rounding throughout with the exception of one layer here where we still have some weak sugary snow. Big thing is there's a significant grain size step off as well as hardness step off about 2 to 3 feet below the snow's surface. Now, how do you rate that when we have ski tracks all around us and snowmobile tracks on similar slopes with the exact same snowpack structure and they're not triggering avalanches? Well, it's a question of risk tolerance. When you see that you still have a layer of weak snow with a slab above, how how much exposure you want to expose yourself to. But also, maybe no one's just hit the trigger yet and there's still a thin part of the slab or maybe around a rock or convexity where if someone were to hit that particular trigger, it could bring the whole slope down, old tracks included. So we're not out of the water yet as far as the persistent slab problem goes. Dig down if you do find this. You'll notice a significant hardness step off right here between this and this. And if you see that, really, if you don't want to expose yourself to the avalanches, the only way to avoid it is to stick to slopes less than about 30 degrees in slope angle. Back to the new snow instability, as avalanche forecasters, we like to think in terms of water weight, and there's still a lot of uncertainty how much water weight we're going to see this weekend with this storm. Anywhere from just a trace of snow to upwards of an inch of water with multiple feet of snow. And that's going to react very differently on this near surface facet interface depending how much of a load we get, as well as if there's any wind that helps form a more stout slab on top of this. So stand by for updates to the forecast. Once we know more about how the storm's going to come in, we'll certainly update the page. But if you are out and about this weekend, if you're seeing 6 or more inches of new snow or any wind transporting the snow around, those are pretty good indicators that we're going to have some degree of slab problem on top of these near surface facets. And if you're seeing that, best way to avoid is going to be to stick to those lower angle slopes as well. With that, let us know what you see this weekend and ski and ride safe.